Yul Benosa, International Referee. Second referee, Sir Lindo Eusebio, National Referee. Let's go on the starting lineup for our PLDT High Speed Hitters. Middle blocker number 3, Team Captain Mika Reyes. Outside spiker number 6, Savvy Davison. Opposite hitter number 10, Erica Santos. Center number 12, Rhea Timakulangan. Middle blocker number 13, Del Palomata. And outside spiker number 15, Roy Stubino. Starting the middle is number 8, Cap Arado. And the head coach for the High Speed Hitters is Ralph Ricaport. And now the starters for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Opposite hitter number 9, Team Captain EJ Laure. Center number 2, Jasmine Nabor. Outside spiker number 8, Eya Laure. Middle blocker number 16, Zach Carandan. Middle blocker number 22, Pauline Gaston. And outside spiker number 23, Shaya Adorador. Starting libero is number 25, Buding Dorendes. Setting in as head coach for this game for the Crossovers is Kung Fu Reyes. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is PLDT versus Chery Tiggo for the PVL.
And they're your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Philippines Live app for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Hindi masyado nakikita dyan yung red hair ni Mika Reyes. Pero makikita nyo ba yan habang ibababad natin siya on the camera later. But she's getting into the spirit of things. Over on the other side, you've got Amy Hernandez is not there. We talked about her situation. We are still waiting to hear the results of her MRI. In the meantime, Jacarandang will be stepping in for her. And the rest of the girls, but we know that they did well in spite of the absence of Amy Hernandez the last game out. And got a big win and are now in a triple tie in second place. That's going to end today.
And there are a lot of bottlenecks, not just for rank number 2, but even in the middle of the standings, magkadikit eh. So I guess, aside from the undefeated team line so far, you'll never know kung sino yung mananalo. There's nothing to predict, actually, so far here in the tournament.
That's right. I mean, can we even say that Green Line is a sure in already? You can, because they have 5 more games to go.
Medyo,
never know.
Yeah, you can never know. One thing's for sure, they are one of the heavy favorites to head into that Final Four. But I'm sure the targets are on their backs already by all of the remaining teams na makakaharap pa nila. But right now, for these two teams, Chery Tiggo and PLDT, both of them have identical winning streaks.
Yeah.
One of that winning streak will end today.
That's right. Creamline, the only one with a sweep. And, well, how fitting that Eya's serving, as we know who to say. Will there be no sweep for Creamline? I'm sure that's what everybody's looking for. But let's get to the game at hand here. PLDT playing in the white shirts today are leading just by a point. And Erica Santos, who had a stellar game last time out, will be starting today. Davison taking it slow. Underhand set for Adorador. Another chance. Jasnapor. Davison goes up. Nabantayan si Pauline Gaston. Of course, Del Palomata, 6'2", really a threat at the net. Back row attack. Answered by Royce. Ang nambalikan nito, Neil. Let's see who D-Mac will go to. Davison again. And she has been holding off. Medyo hindi pa niya linalakasan. A quick one! And when you have somebody who's 6'2" like there with that timing, hirap talaga maabutan.
That will be their biggest advantage. Del Palomata really has to come up big today because if she provides that much-needed threat in the middle blocker position, Savannah Davison will have a field day in attacking the first line of defense of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
The service error. How do you like that first rally, by the way? It's almost like a minute long. Matagal
Haba na
yun, ah. Oo.
We're in for a treat, definitely.
These are two obviously very well-matched teams, and they're both have a mission. They both want to emerge in solo second, or just really for both teams increase their winning streak. More so for PLDT, who hasn't lost since their first outing, and there's Sammy Davidson. This is what they're used to, which gives it on course power.
That's what Del Palomata provides. Sa sobrang tangkad niya, mahirap talagang iwanan siya with a single blocker. So, for the middles of Chery Tiggo, they have to be smart or wise in choosing their point of block. Half blocks would, or half jumps rather, would be very helpful in today's game.
We have a rally brewing again. D-Mac pushing it out to Royce Tubino. Duremdes has been very effective as libero, blocking of PLDT as expected, on point.
In their last game against the Galleries, Mika Reyes scored 3 blocks, Erica Santos scored 2 blocks. So Del Palomata wasn't in that category when you take a look at the stat sheet, but today, kaharap mo sila Iya Laure, so you really need to get your block touches.
Interestingly, it is actually Chery with the higher ranking as a team in blocking. But like you mentioned, Neil, talaga they have their work cut out for themselves because the taller players are on the other side of the court with PLDT. Chery wearing their black kits today. Can get confusing sa malayo because malapit yung... They sport the same colors, eh, no? Oo.
Parang yung uniform ni Kat Arado, similar yung colorway sa Chery Tiggo. You might get confused.
Ganun din si Buding dun sa kabila. All right, Alexis Kinsay has an early report for us.
Chiki and Neil, ang setter parang isang bus driver kapag lumiko ka ng mali o umikot at nabangga. Mababangga daw lahat ng pasahero. Yan ang sinabi ni Coach Kung Fu when it comes to the responsibility of Jasmine Nabor, who is currently rising to the occasion with her 20 excellent sets. Coach Kung Fu talks about accountability here, Chiki and Neil. Para kay Coach Kung Fu, there's no such thing as pangit ang gising or coach na wala ako for these top grass players, even for the Laure sisters. Coach said responsibilidad nila sa team. Isa buhay yun na ipakita nilang performance previously. It's all about upping the standards for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Now let's go back to the panel into set 1. Let's not forget the Pilipinas Live app is available for every Filipino everywhere for just 149 pesos.
Thanks so much, Ai. That drop shot by Royce Tubino. She's another threat as well.
That's correct. I want to go back to that point of Alexis. Ang ganda talaga nung pinakita ng Chery Tiggo in their game against Nexted.
Yes.
I think you covered that
Yes,
game.
I did. Yes.
That was so intense.
It
Everybody was on the edge of their seats. Kami rin dun sa prod room. We were waiting kung ano mangyayari. But they ended that game in 4 sets. Talagang kumapit sila. And Jas Nabor got that attack in that last point. So that will be an advantage for Coach Kung Fu as well kasi sobrang aggressive ni Jas Nabor as a setter.
Eto si Jas Nabor talaga yung tumatabo sa points. So she's the one who you worry about as an offensive player while she is a setter. And alam mo yung sinabi ni Alexis, ni Ai, parang ramdam na ramdam ko tuloy yung responsibilidad ng setter. Ganun nga, ano? You're in the driver's seat. And dala mo talaga yung buong koponan mo if something goes wrong. It's such a good metaphor. Napaka-makata nito si Coach Kung Fu.
It's a big responsibility. Setters would have to consider a lot of factors. Paminsan nakakahilo nga maging setter because you have to look at the positioning of your receivers. You have to instruct them kung saan sila didepensa if you're in the front row blocking. So, you really have to help your setter.
Erica Santos. Well, binabantayan siya ngayon, but she hits it off the block. And everything about Erica Santos is deceiving. She's quiet, she's not very showy, and she is known to be a role player. But now she is an emerging star, and even with her stature and her physicality, she's not one of the bigger, bulkier players. But it's all about just athleticism.
And coming into this conference, iba yung feeling ko dun sa high-speed hitters. I feel that now they're really complete in all possessions, especially with the inclusion of Savannah Davidson. Sobrang laking tulong ng firepower na dadali niya and experience as well from a different country.
Meantime, play goes on, and Sally Davidson will get the ball. Durangos has been doing well, but Mika Reyes will not let that one go. And you're absolutely right. We talked about this at the top of the coverage, how really Sally Davidson just slotted herself in there as if she had been playing with this team that has been together for such a long time. Fit right in. Serve, nice reception by EJ Laure. Yeah, Laure going up. Looks for Erica Santos, and she's dug by Nabor. Oh, that's a good set by Laure. Tuloy pa rin. Oh, that's a good one. Did it nick the... Yes, it did. Nick the end line, and we have been impressed by Pauline Gaston's power tips and when she uses them, when she chooses to use them.
And that was a good decision for Pauline Gaston to hit it really fast. Speed would be the biggest factor if you want to get past the defense of Del Palomata. And kanina, medyo na-challenge yung blocking ng PLDT. But right now, she's finding the corner pockets, open the spots there in the backcourt defense of the high-speed hitters.
Underhanded set. Buding Duremdas has been very efficient today. It's a good one by Kat Arado as well. Good libero action we're seeing. Gandang basa ni Del. Solo offensive block there. Hit EJ Laure on her way down. So that's going to be a point for PLDT.
The ball was on its way out. Puntos na talaga dapat ng Chery Tiggo, but EJ Laure wasn't able to avoid. Ang bilis ng bola eh.
Ang bilis ng bola niya eh.
Hindi pa siya nakakabagsak. Bumalik na agad yung bola.
4-point lead for PLDT in this first set. And good play there. Good showing from Sammy Davidson, showing her versatility. Again, she's all over the skills rankings here, topping practically all skills. She is in the top 10 in receiving. She's number 5. Number 8 best spiker. Number 9 best in blocking and serving. And she's just 2 in a row for Sammy Davidson. She's always on.
Really tight right now for the crossovers.
And they are PLDT in, well, they're on top by 6 in this first technical timeout. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in HD and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via Pilipinas Live app. Download and register now. And we are back at the Phil Sports Arena. Chicky Rowapuno with Neil Flores, Alexis Tinsay. And let's take a look at the last play. That actually happened twice in a row. So I don't know if we saw the replay of the same thing or the two plays where Davison just pushed the ball right back into Chery Tiggo's court.
That's the first thing that you can do para matulungan yung setter nyo as much as possible. Kung kayang hindi na siya masyadong gumalaw for the set, that would be best, especially sa situation ngayon ng Chery Tiggo. They are down by as much as 5-6 points here in the opening set. I was surprised that my Paat was not in the starting unit. And Cesc Robles also still in the bench. Perhaps we'll see them come in a little bit later on, but right now, PLDT is on top.
Yeah, just an update on Mylene Paat. If you were not able to watch that game last Thursday, they barely had any rest actually. But Mylene Paat, after that injury on her right foot, she couldn't start the conference, but she did score 16 points that last game, so she is officially back, I guess. And she did, well, we expect her to also make her entrance real soon today. Unless napagod, no? Kasi nga, 2 araw lang ang pagitan. And syempre, kailangan mo rin alagaan when it comes to the latter part of this conference.
Kaya sobrang importante talaga nung depth ng bench of each and every team. Coaches would have to manage the playing time, especially in tight schedules. And right now, all of the second stringers of all of the teams have been providing quality minutes for their squads. There will be a challenge here on the side of the crossover team. Block touch challenge on that last hit of EJ Lauren.
First challenge we're seeing in our game today. We were talking also the other day about what is in store for Chery Tiggo, Neil, and it is uphill from here on because the strongest teams, the ones who are more formidable, shall we say, they themselves know that they have still to meet the line. S2 is still in the running, of course. This game they were really preparing for. And same thing with HD, no? Alam nila na yung the newer teams were the ones that they met early on. So it's not getting easier from here. Let's take a look at the challenge here. Nope, we don't see any fingers moving.
Yeah. No block touch. Challenge will be unsuccessful. The point will go to the PLDT High Speed Hitters.
The Crossovers will lose a challenge and will have one further remaining.
So that's as we hear our court announcer.
14 serving in Sammy Davidson.
One more challenge left. Chery Tiggo. And that is a service error coming from Davison.
9 serving 14.
Now here's the double sub of Coach Kung Fu. He wants 3 attackers in front row, putting in Mylene Paat and Joy Mikagande.
And we see si Coach Kung Fu, Neil, nakikita rin natin na talaga minabalasa niya yung kanyang mga setters, no? And si Joy Mikagande has gotten quality minutes in here in first year with Chery. That's a good reception. Look at Del! That's what you get when you have a perfect pass. Sabi mo, hindi na gumalaw yung setter.
Pure height.
That's true too.
Easy picking for Del Palomata. Huge gap between the double woman block of Chery Tiggo.
Serving is Del Palomata.
Yung mga perfectly executed plays like that, it really starts from that first pass. And we see that on the other side as well. Paat will get her first chance to score. Great pancake by Erica Santos. And Mepito.
Another challenge will be used this time. A floor touch challenge.
Mukhang sigurado si Coach Kung Fu because huli na niyang challenge. And they are challenging the pancake save of Erica. And here's another thing that we are introducing in this conference. During the challenges, the coaches also get the opportunity to talk to his players. And that's
the timeout for Chery Tiggo.
Yeah. So maybe si Coach Kung Fu also needed this opportunity to talk to his girls.
nyo lang dito, mahina malakas yan. Andyan lang yung ball. Trabawin mo to. Okay? Tapos, alam nyo naman ba sa tingin, nagsikat ka matino, hindi kayo natin dito. Hindi naman natin, hindi kayo natin sa ibaba.
Let's see.
Oh, that is
That's a
good.
Good save,
Good
yeah.
tactic save. Saktong-sakto.
And you know, those are very difficult to execute. If you try it, it's like you blindly put your hand there and just guess at where the ball is going to drop. Your reflex action has to be so quick to be able to manage the pancake save, and Erica Santos is able to get that one. Point stays with PLDT. Back row attack, and Ea Laure chooses to go baseline again.
Right now, we're still looking kung sino yung magiging top scorer ng Chery Tiggo. Not a lot of attack points so far here in the first half of the opening set. That can be the start of their own version of momentum. Ea Laure from that pipe.
And a little bit of difficulty here, a lot of off-system plays. And look at Mika Reyes, such a vet.
That was too close to the net. Wala na rin pupuntahan talaga si Ea Laure that time. So I guess she was just banking on power to get it through the defense of PLDT.
That's a good reception. Paat going up, and the two-man block. And wala rin pupuntahan ang palo ni Maylin Paat with Roy Chulino and Mika Reyes as hot on the tracks. And really watching Maylin Paat's moves. We have a timeout.
Kanina pa natin nare-remind. Umaatake naman tayo. Problema natin this time, wala tayong coverage. Kanina pa namin nare-remind, kailangan ng suporta ng umaatake sa atin. Naintindihan. Umaatake na tayo, ang problema natin, coverage. Hindi natin alam kung kailan mabablock. Pero definitely, meron kasi meron blocker. Hindi tayo nakaready dito. Isa pa, hindi tayo makapag-create ng combination play kasi ang bola natin wide. Dulo-dulo lang talaga mangyayari. Lahat ng atake natin ang gagaling sa dalawang gilid. Yung gitna natin, wala. Okay? Again, pag malayo na, makataka naman tayo.
Neil, while Chery has not been able to activate the middles, Del Palomata tumatabo na, already has 4 points. So it's the opposite situation over at the court of the High Speed Hitters.
Palomata is contributing dun sa attacking department while Mika Reyes has been guarding the net really well.
Yeah.
Reading the sets of Chery Tiggo as well.
Also contributing Mika with 2 points already. And that one gets out of hand. Di na ibalik ni Sabi Davison. That's a point for Ea Laure, her second point today. Was that EJ?
That was Ea.
That was Ea.
Service error for Karanda. Huge lead for the high-speed hitters. It's already at 8. That was a smart move of Maylin Paat. On her first attempt, she got stuffed by the double block. This time, nakaset up ulit yung depensa ng PLDT. It was a 3-woman block already. But that left a huge space in the middle of their backcourt.
And this is where you see the experience coming through. You need a lot of confidence to be able to pull something like that when you have 3 blockers in your way and to be able to really find the hole in the court of your opponent. Meantime, the Rennes will set up Royce here. Ador rather. And that one escapes the hands of Kat Arado. And this is the kind of thing that Chery needs to really get going, a run at this point.
Costly decision there for Savannah Davison. She decided to let go of that block, and that allowed Shaya Azorador to go down the line.
And a quick one. Reyes is feeling good today, scoring very early and really letting nothing get past her on the front line.
Now Michelle Morente will be replacing her in the backcourt. Before Erica Santos, it was actually Michelle Morente who occupied that position. But now, she's taking on a different role. Defensive specialist. And alam naman natin na pwede rin maging libero ito si Michelle Morente.
And the resident cheerleader, because when she is on the court, you know that she is able to hype her players. So usually, the high-speed hitters are the ones na medyo kalmado sa court. Pero yun ang dala ni of course, ni Mitch Morente. And si Davison also has that effect on him.
Service. Ian Laure.
Erica Santos going up. D-Mac will go the other way. Davison who stopped. Good defense by Chery here. And EJ Laure is also dug. One more time with Davison. And kitang-kita yun. Really, that down the line move of Davison is such a sight to behold.
Perfect set from Rene Makulangan. Yung bola, saktong-sakto lang just before the net. And outside hitters love hitting that down the line pag saktong tumatapat yung peak ng bola malapit sa antena.
Dink by Laure, read by Erica Santos. One more time for Savvy, this time block. And that bounces off the hands of Austin and Shaya Azorador. You know, Chery will challenge everything that comes their way, but really the talent and the physicality, look at her leap. Napakataas tumalo nitong si Savvy Davison. She has time to decide how she's going to go about things. Good up there by Tubino. A broken play again. Shaya goes outside. Goes wide. And the PLDT just coasting in this first set.
2 points away from getting first blood here in our last game of the day.
Again, off system. Those first balls. And D-Mac just outsmarting everybody. Chery Tiggo did not expect that at all.
She doesn't do that often. Sobrang dalang niyang gagawin niyang 1-2 play na yan because she has so much trust in their counter-attack.
And alam din niya kasi na takot na sila kay Del. Na hindi nila talaga papabayan. Oh, good defense. Kat Arado, of course. Santos also there, and that one falls at the same spot, and PLDT will win this first set quite handily. 25-14 the final count. That last point, care of Del Palomata, who also got things started anyway, so that's just fitting that she wins this first set for her team. And Neil and I will talk more about that first set after the break. New streaming experiences also wait via the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. And we are at our first set, getting ready for our second set. But let's look back at what happened. Pretty easy win for PLDT.
And we were expecting nip and tuck affairs simula pa lang. But PLDT, I guess, did their homework. They watched that Chery Tiggo game against the next lead Chameleons. That's why they knew the spots to target. Savannah Davison having an easy time getting past the defense of Chery Tiggo because of the help of the approach of Del Palomata. And that is a very clear stat line. And Del Palomata led the blocking. Mika Reyes also contributed 7 kill blocks. And that was the biggest difference in set number 1. There are some sets na gusto mo na lang matapos. And yun yung nangyari sa Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Now that's out of the way, it's a fresh new start here in set number 2. They can't afford to make the same mistakes they did in next leg because we know that itong PLDT team, they're more mature, they're more experienced, more veterans on their squad. So hindi pwedeng mag-start ng mabagal talaga.
A lot of in-game adjustments they're going to have to make, seeing the things that PLDT had prepared for them, talking about Chery Tiggo. So this is also a tall order for Coach Kung Fu to figure out how he's going to counter the PLDT system that is really working very smoothly today. We're seeing all sorts of players coming out and contributing. Today, it hasn't been Erica Santos. It has been the middle blockers, like you mentioned. Of course, very steady Savvy Davison. And it's really nice to see Del Palomata right away na exploding from the get-go. Usually, matagal uminit si Del.
And the reason why they edged out the Chery Tiggo Crossovers in the blocking department is that they forced the receivers to make a lot of mistakes. There were a lot of loose passes there. Humahabol si Jasmine Nabor, may mga overball. So, yung double block, now organized talaga ng PLDT. That's why here in set number 2, Coach Kung Fu finally deciding to put Mylene Paat in that starting unit. Kailangan talaga nila ng leader on the floor right now because once they go quiet, ang hirap talagang umabante. Somebody has to be vocal in giving directions in all aspects habang nililid yung team in terms of scoring.
We always talk about really the presence of Mylene Paat is more than just physical. It's parang ramdam mo talaga na nandyan siya at nadadala ka. And I think she really provides confidence for her team. EJ Laura pushes the ball in. And PLDT will get another chance to set up here. And that one is good. EJ Laura scores for Chery. It's now, they score first in the second set.
First point of set 2.
Of course, Chery Tiggo missing the services of Aimee Hernandez, who's still down after that
fall,
injury.
yeah.
We don't know what it is yet. We're still waiting officially for what might be plaguing Aimee Hernandez, but she will not be suiting up today. Again, Laure is blocked here. Good cover by Aya. Free ball. Let's see if Chery, they did not take advantage of that. EJ Laure will go again. And that was a difficult, that was a difficult set. Nagawa ng paraan ni EJ. Other side now, Paat! And monster block. Mika Reyes, not on her watch.
Both teams has equal opportunities in running a smooth transition play, but there were a lot of miscommunication errors on the floor na chance ball na sana pero hindi na ihahatid ng tama. And it ended with a block. That's the 8th block of PLDT here in this game. And we just started our second set.
And really, Coach Kung Fu and his girls have to figure out how to counter. What would you do when you know that the blockers of the other team are just working so well? Do you want to start hitting from the back? What is it?
It really starts from reception before you think of another point of attack because sometimes when the setters are given itong mga shank passes na to, wala rin naman silang choice kung hindi ibigay dun sa wings eh. That's the most logical thing to do. So even if you want to run a different point of attack, but if the receive is really far, wala rin talaga magagawa yung setter.
Chery Tiggo in the lead in the second set, but we are still waiting to see them really string together points and just really for Jazz Nabor to be able to get a better handle and to be able to show off for Arsenal. Marami namang baon itong si Jazz. That's a good pass. Sakarandang. And she will score. Mika Reyes has a hand on that ball. Chery Tiggo has a 2-point lead.
These are the combination plays that will separate the blockers of the high-speed hitters. Mylene Paat was approaching for that combination play sa gitna. Siyempre, being one of the ates, hindi mo talaga yan bibitawan. But quick recovery there on the side of the high-speed hitter, Savannah Davison again, this time off the block.
For the second set, actually PLDT is still trailing. Erica Santos there with the serve. Aya going too long. Untouched. That's going to be a point for PLDT, and right away they even picks up. Aya still looking for her footing, looking for her rhythm. Mylene Paat with that dink. Good read by Del Palomata. Davison going up. Choosing to go down the line again. Alam din yan, kahit na nakuha ni Jazz yun, sira na naman yung kanilang system because the setter taking the first ball. So really smart thinking itong si Davison.
Look at the height also ng reach ni Savannah Davison. Nandun naman yung double block ng Chery Tiggo eh, pero ibabaw talaga eh.
She's 5'10", so she's one of the taller players. But more than that, her elevation really just doubles her reach. And Pauline Gaston sneaks a point in there. Again, going deep. That seems to be her specialty. And let's listen in on Alexis Tensai with her report.
Chiki Neal, I got to talk to Mylene Paat, and despite her resurgence in the court, she told me that she is unsatisfied with her performance. But then again, Mama Mai reminds herself, no one goes back to their previous form in an instant. It takes discipline and time to recover one day at a time. Mylene shared to me how it's healthy for her to be keen on what she does in the game. Being constructively critical makes her the veteran she is. Cesar Robles, on the other hand, adds to this, saying they're thankful that their team does a daily assessment pre- and post-game to check their bodily conditions. Let's not forget this match is relivable through the Pilipinas Live app for only 149 pesos. Let's go back to this exciting rally.
It is exciting. It is long, too. And again, Pauline Gaston will score. Just both teams scrambling all over the place. And it's very interesting, going back to Ai's report, that somebody who is seasoned like Mylene Paat still really is so concerned about her growth.
Can't be impatient pag nasa long rally ka. Kat Arado had all the good intentions, but that free ball to Chery Tiggo cost them that point. Pauline Gaston hitting the head of Savannah Davison in that slide attack. She apologized after. It's all part of the game.
And Abby Davison is just a thorn on the side of Chery Tiggo. She's so consistent. And it's an almost sure thing that she will score when she gets the set. 8th best spiker in the league. She has 7 points today. Aya having a hard time.
She thought she could get away with it, but that was a clear net violation on the side of Jasnabor. Pero utos sana eh. Kasi alam natin yung aggressiveness niya in tight situations. And as a lefty, ang daling pumili nung angulo when you're going for that 1-2 play. Now, a positional fault will be called on Chery Tiggo.
Chery Tiggo. Point goes to PLDT.
And you know, this is one of those things that talaga nakakahinayang. Luckily for Chery, it happens early in the game. Of course, Coach Kung Fu is contesting the call.
They are clarifying the correct position.
And as we await the final decision, just to talk a little bit more about Jazz Nabor, I had a chance to chat with Coach Roger Gorayeb earlier because he's been enjoying the games. And player niya tong si Jazz sa NU dati. And talagang sabi niya sa kanya natuto si Jazz na maging setter dahil spiker nga. She's an outside hitter. And she couldn't believe it when Coach Roger told her that she has the potential to be a good setter. And takot na takot daw siya sa simula. Hindi daw siya maniwala kung bakit siya yung pinili.
Mahirap talaga maging setter if you're coming from an attacker.
But I guess Coach Roger knew what he was doing. And then, pinapanood niya na ngayon ang player of the game si Jazz last time out because of her 20 excellent sets. Back to the game. PLDT just with a 1-point lead here. That was a little bit frustrating, I think, for Chery, the free point that PLDT got from that rotation violation there. Rubino, the tip. Good read there. EJ Laure. Napakatulis.
Yeah. Great wrist action there. Saka hindi niya na ginamit yung braso niya full force. Look at this replay. Just the flick of that wrist, finding that sideline. Better showing for the crossovers here in set number 2. But another free point ang ibibigay nila papunta sa PLDT.
So EJ Laure outscoring her sister today early, well, only in the second set, but this is really fun to watch the sisters play together and draw energy from each other. And EJ goes up again. Look at Del Palomata playing back row there.
Not their specialty. But tuwang-tuwa yung mga second stringers pag nakikita nila na yung middle blockers nila nakakakuha ng mga excellent digs or yung mga saves.
That's something probably the likes of Savvy Davison, who played a lot in Toronto, Canada. In the Western style of playing, the US-Europe, talagang lahat kailangan all-around player. Kahit matangkad ka, kailangan talagang dadive ka rin para sa mga bola. And EJ continues to score here. EJ Laura has been the go-to player today.
And this is an out-of-system play. EJ Laura just keeping the form perfect there. Again, targeting the end zone dun sa court ng High Speed Hitters. Getting past Kat Arado.
Which is not easy to do. And now a service ace coming from Pauline Gaston, already with her third point.
They need all the points that they could get in all departments.
Sorry, si Pauline Gaston has 6 already. And again, EJ Laure. She is in the zone today.
Hottest hand right now. Now you can see Chery Tiggo finally celebrating.
Yeah.
Mas relax sila. Nakikita mo na namumingiti sila compared to that first set. They were so tentative, slow to react. I guess they weren't enjoying.
Chery Tiggo enjoying a 4-0 run here. Now with a 3-point lead. And they can make 4 points. Again, EJ Laure. Why not? And look at Ea, just so proud of her ate. And Chery Tiggo will get the 13 points first. They are enjoying a 4-point lead against the High Speed Hitters. Back for more after the break.
Go.
Watch the PBA 3x3 second conference this year every Monday and Tuesday only on One Sports, PBA Rush, and Pilipinas Live. PBA 3x3, lakas ng tatlo. And EJ Laure, as we mentioned, really has the hot hands today. Sunod-sunod ang pagpuntos ni EJ.
Just for recognizing that EJ's confidence is at an all-time high. Parang almost exclusively binibigay na kay EJ Laure yung mga sets.
Eight points already for EJ Laure. She is the highest scorer, followed by Pauline Gaston. Getting ready to serve. She has an ace already. And 5 points on the attack. 6 in total for Pauline. And 2 aces. That should feel good for Chery Tiggo. That's a 5-point lead for Chery already. And they want to win this first set. The lackluster first set for them really got them down, and you could feel it almost that yun na nga, medyo na walan sila ng spark.
So, PLDT is experiencing some problems with their first ball. Nag-iba na ng target itong Chery Tiggo. A while ago, they were targeting Royce Tubino, and they were successful in getting a few misreceives, a few points off the ace as well.
8 excellent sets so far for DMAC. That's a perfect reception. Sakarandang again. That was effective the first time around, and this time even off the block of Royce Tubino, Sakarandang will score again, and Chery back up by 5.
Jasmine Nabor.
Quick one to Mika Reyes, and that is effective. Over on the other side, as with Mika Reyes.
They need to come up with 2 or 3 consecutive points para makuha ulit yung control here in set number 2. But this is a good lead for the crossovers. Now, Jen Mierva replacing Buding Doremdes in the libero position. It's also about finding the right people to fill the spots rather.
So it's really the combination of players that you put in. And Paa to make do. Ball still alive. Davison with that dink. Again, seeing that donut hole. She really gets up so high. So kitang-kita niya yung lay of the land, kumbaga.
But that has been a recurring problem for Chery Tiggo. Yung gitna, nakailang puntos na din yung PLDT in the past set. So somebody has to move forward and cover that zone.
And makita mo si Davison, mautak talaga kasi kaya naman niyang patayin. Pero kung hindi kailangan, hindi na niya gagawin. And that's going to be a violation, a lifting violation called against PLDT. Or I think somebody went...
That was an illegal attack from Rede Makulangan. Tried to save that ball with one hand para maiset pa niya.
That point will go to Chery. And here's EJ. He's having a field day today. It's a good pass by Royce. Erica Santos has been silenced somewhat today. She has not been getting too many touches. It's been Davison who has been making things difficult for Chery. Davison already with 9 points. She's on top of the scoring for PLDT so far.
This is a strong front line for the High Speed Hitters. They have Davison, Palomata, and Santos. But I guess Kat Arado needs to take up more space kasi iniiwas sa kanya eh. But if you can actually parang commit to a bigger space, mas madadalian kayo to put up those balls.
This is going to be a free ball, a chance here for Chery Tiggo. Sakarandang again with that effective play. And See just the boy then, whatever works, whatever is working now, which is that running attack by Sakarandang.
Even if the receive is off, paminsan naririnig natin si Coach Kung Fu on the sideline na ituloy pa din sa slide attack because hindi naman super bilis nung tempo eh. So kayang ihatid ni Jazz Nabor papunta sa right side.
And tina-timing na niya, nakikita niya wala pa si Catarado. It was still Mika Reyes who was still there defending that ball. And Maylin pa at this time goes up with the off-speed. And Kat, of course, is there. Del Palomata couldn't get the ball over. We haven't heard much from Del in this second set.
Too low for Del Palomata. Tried to go for that power tip. But if you have a low set, kailangan mas mataas yung angat ng bola.
Otherwise, predictably, it will go into the net.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the missing pieces for PLDT. Why they are down by 5. I think it is the absence of Del Palomata scoring. And now it is Erica Santos trying to kaparamdam na si Erica.
Pwede makulangan. Chasing a lot of balls in different directions.
4 points so far for Erica Santos.
Serving for the High Speed Hitters, Erica Santos.
Breakout game. Erica Santos at the top of the spiking department. She is the #1 spiker with a 45% efficiency rate after that 17-point game against Galleries last time out.
Ang taas ng percentage of success ng slide attack ng Chery Tiggo Crossovers. It has only been a single block coverage on the side of the high-speed hitters.
And whether it's Sakarandang, Pauline Gaston, it's been a moneymaker for them. This time, Del Palomata has decided to make herself felt, make her presence felt again in the second set.
PLDT trying their best to get over this 4-point lead.
Hindi pa sila nakakalamang. Oh, it's a good serve. And now a chance for DMAC to set up. Royce Tubino, Nierva with a dig. Aya, stopped by Davison, but not good enough. That's a point for Aya Laure.
That will bring this lead to 5 points. It's going to be 20-15 in favor of the Crossovers.
Serving is Aya Laure.
Aya, of course, we talked about her. We are featuring her and Davison and see how they match up today. But it has been EJ who has been getting the bulk of the points in today's game.
That is another overpass from PLDT.
We have a timeout.
Hindi pa rin binibitawan, nagdadalawa pa rin tayo. Point break na rin. Hindi ko muna ng paraan. Pero makakalis na. Setter na harap.
Okay? Aggressive lang sa ibabaw, maintain. Just me. Yung dalawang opener nila nagko-convert eh. So, kita pa natin yung block. Stop it.
Yung karandang kanina puro line. Yung kay Kong ganyan, okay lang yung i-cross muna. Hanggang ituloy yung rally.
Eh, kalma na galaw, ha?
Isa lang, sige natin sa marap.
Okay,
Go, 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 go.
Reality!
21-15, and Coach Raul needed to call for time there with PLDT down by 6. Ready to serve here. They have the second best scorer in the league so far. EJ right into the net. Medyo mababa nga.
Corrente will come back to try to lead the run of the high-speed hitters. Still down by 5 points.
16 serving 21, serving Mitch
I mean, that
Morente.
first game was very lopsided. The first set ended at 25-14. And Chery really did not waste any time. Bumawi talaga. And I think the in-game adjustments really worked. They figured out what they needed to do. They managed to silence the big guns
Serving 16.
from PLDT. And also, they found the hot hands today sa EJ Laure and Pauline Gaston. That one is out. Oh, that's called inside. Lalim. Long cross court by Royce Tubino.
You can't do anything about that. Sobrang sakto lang din dun sa corner pocket ng Chery Tiggo. They need the production of Royce Tubino to support Savannah Davison. Pero yung nagiging targets ng Chery Tiggo on the serve, silang dalawa eh. And yung mga shank passes ng PLDT, nanggaling din dun sa outside hitters nila. So that's something that they have to focus on here in the upcoming set number 3.
Oh, that one is a little too wide. But EJ Laure was trying to do, and PLDT, a couple of points already in a row. So if you're Chery, you want to arrest any kind of run that PLDT might mount, especially at this point where you're almost at the 25 points, talking about Chery. Back set to Sakarandang with a dink. Good read there by Tubino. She goes up for the hit. Another shot here. Jazz Tabor looking for Ea Laure. And Mika Reyes was on to that trick play. And PLDT will end up with a point.
I just see Coach Kung Fu call for time. Correct. Time out. Chery Tiggo.
Ganun talaga yung transition. Hindi naman natin problema, ano? So yun lang ang kailangan natin. Okay? Okay naman yung yung intention sa drop ball. Ang problema, nagbabasa yung energy recover. O again, wala tayong problema sa atake. Problema natin pasa. Isang pasa muna, then execute ulit tayo. So make sure kung paano gagalaw ang bola. Kailangan alam nyo kung anong kasunod dyan, ha?
Cover, cover!
Go, Chery!
Expectations are really high when you are on the receiving end. Lalo na pag tinignan natin yung receiving formation ng Chery Tiggo. They have Jen Hierva, EJ Laure, and Ea Laure. It's a 3-woman receive formation. Tinatago na nila si Mylene Paz so that she can prepare for a pipe attack. So with that formation, we are expecting a perfect pass in this rally.
That's a good pass. Let's see if it works out. Larry will go up again, but Mitch Morente on the court now. And Sakarandang gets past Mika Reyes that time. Chery Tiggo looking good in the second set.
23, serving 19.
Good amount of a lead. Just trade points with the high-speed hitters. We will still come out on top.
Back set to Erica Santos off the block of EJ Laure. And PLDT just calmly doing what they need to do. Just getting their points, getting the side out. And Piolo Zaballos will come in for the first time today. And again, we are getting a glimpse of the depth of PLDT's bench. These players who have not seen action are coming in little by little. Malalakas din. Just the more struggling with that one. Mylene Paz scoring when she needs to.
That will put Chery Tiggo at set point. Maganda actually yung serve ni Viola Ceballos, forcing Jasmine Abor to go to Mylene Paz, but the blocking medyo bitin ng isang side step to the left to cover yung cross-court zone kasi kaliwete eh. So,
Yeah.
mas madali sa kanila if they're on that left pin.
And here's a chance for Chery Tiggo to take the second set. And they do it took care of Ea Laure, closing out this second frame. 25-20 the count. Chery Tiggo definitely picking up after that lackluster first set. And we see that Ea Laure, she is clutch. She knows when she needs to come up with the goods. And that was for the win of the second set. We'll talk more about it after the break. Chery Tiggo took that second set, 25-20 the count. So we are now tied at 1 apiece. PLDT won first easily. And medyo iba ang ihip ng hangin dito now in favor of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
And they recovered with the help of EJ Laure. Actually, for me, Ponggay Gaston set the tone. After that first ace that they scored, mas nagkaroon sila ng kumpiyansa in giving a lot of hard serves papunta dun sa defenders or sa receivers ng high-speed hitters. Chery Tiggo led the attacks, and yung biggest factor siguro is nawala yung blocking ng PLDT. They scored 7 blocks in set number 1, but in set number 2, they only had 1. So it means na na-loosen up yung blocking pattern nila, and it was obvious that Rede Maculangan had a more difficult time in setting up their transition plays. Kung set number 1, si Jasnabor yung nahirapan dun sa reception. Set number 2, si Rede Maculangan naman. And we have been hearing the coaches stating na wala tayong problema sa atake. We have to focus on that pass. And that is the situation right now. Kung sino yung nawawalan ng pasa, yun yung nahuhuli. Come set number 3, let's see kung sino yung magkakaroon ng mas steady na first ball.
Definitely nakita natin dito sa side ng Chery Tiggo, yung option si Jasnabor talagang na-exploit niya in the last set, in the second set. And we also see how Chery Tiggo is able to really play in the absence of the dominant Mylene Paat, because ngayon Mylene has only scored a point. She's on the court. She was there for the entirety of the second set, and it's really to keep the team going because her presence really does make a difference. But everybody just really doing their roles, doing their jobs, and contributing to the effort. And I think that's what we saw in Chery Tiggo for the second set.
You also have to remember that itong Chery Tiggo in the last conference, so we already stated that they won the recruitment wars. They got most of the top-tier talents in the collegiate rank. So even if Mylene Paat is not in the court, secure din si Coach Kung Fu na merong ibubuga yung younger players nila.
Although naka-jackpot din itong PLDT. That girl on your screen to the right there, si Sabby Davison has really been such an important cog to the success of PLDT in this conference. She only took 1 game. I think the first game that they lost. No? Siguro kasi yun nanganganay pa siya, hindi pa siya sanay. And right away, the second time she was on the court with her team, it was as if she had been with them the whole time, all these years. Because this is a pretty intact team, PLDT. Hindi masyadong nagbabago yan. So that, I think, also has been the story for PLDT, why they are where they are right now in the standings. And we are getting ready for set number 3. Let's see kung sinong lalamang. We are guaranteed at least 4 sets today. All of you enjoying the action from at home. Also, new streaming experiences await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. For those of you who have already subscribed over at the Pilipinas app, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. And if you are enjoying us over at One Sports Plus, well, we still have a good crowd here at the Phil Sports. And it was a very busy day today with very important games in our triple header. Earlier today, Choco Mucho getting another W, winning against Akari. And for our first game, Signal took on Petrogas and won.
I believe that Petrogas is also in a 3-game losing skid. That was a tough 5-setter against the Cool Smashers, and they suffered another loss against the Signal HD Spikers. But I'm sure they're very eager to bounce back in the next coming games. All of the teams right now, wala pa naman sa final round ang focus eh. Their first goal is to enter that Final 4. And pagdating doon, I believe there are no advantages because it will be a best-of-3 series. So, you have that goal. Makapasok ka lang muna.
And this is so exciting for all of you, for all of us volleyball fans, because of the caliber of play, the talent, and the competition that we're seeing in the second All-Filipino conference. It can be anyone talaga. Oh, that one is outside. Konting adjustment lang for EJ Lauren.
So far in the past 2 sets, napansin natin kung sino ang unang magkakaroon ng lamas. Sila yung nananalo. Let's see if that trend will change here in set number 3. Still effective on that slide sa Karantang.
Oo, lumipat na. For those of you who are unaware, another change in the rules here, yung palitan nila ng court every 2 sets. Nasanay tayo nung pandemic na hindi sila nagpapalitan. Davison pushes the ball in. No hold this time with Karandang contributing to defense, and that got things started for Chery. Laura now scoring her 4th point.
Right now, she is the
Or a
number 2 scorer in the league, next to Trisha Tubu. Medyo malayo yung scoring ni Trisha Tubu, dominating everybody at 133 points, if I'm not mistaken. Sumunod na doon si Laura. 2 of our youngest players on the floor. We know that the PVL is secure in the future with talents like these. At marami pang aangat in the next coming years.
Of course, we also consider the makeup of the teams that they're playing for. Trisha Tubu clearly is the dominant attacker, and she gets the bulk of the plays anyway. And she has been efficient. That's why she's on top of the scoring.
Ang second stringer, si Trisha Tubu in her first conference now, leading all the scorers here in the PVL.
And, you know, she's been, I mean, she was a rookie in the UAAP, and then the following year, she was a rookie again in the pros. And really, knowing that, you kind of understand what kind of talent really she has in Trisha Tubu. All right, Alexis Tinsay has a report for us. Hi, Ai.
Chiki and Neil Royce Tobino shared to me a while ago with a smile that behind the 5 consecutive wins is a greater sisterly bond with the PLDT High Speed Hitters that is better than the last conference. Royce Tobino admitted to me that she had reservations at first, given she was part of the Army Lady Troopers for years, and it was a challenge to open up to her newly found teammates. But when she loosened up, her teammates were warm to welcome her with open arms. More than that, Royce said the High Speed Hitters are so thankful for Savvy Davis's presence and Erica Santos says stepping up. They've duly powered up to get to the top spots. Let's not forget Pilipinas Live app for only 149 pesos. Back to you, Neil and Chiki.
Thanks so much. I love when you talk about PLDT. You're mentioning, practically, you can mention the entire lineup eh. Kasi lahat talaga sila may ambag.
Chery Tiggo is slowly pulling away. They're getting their own defensive stops against the high-speed hitters.
And the two-man block working now for Chery Tiggo. And that one is outside. And Pat was hoping that it was in. Frustration on the side of my
Okay. Ceballos is actually waiting on the sidelines kasi tinawag na siya ni Coach Ralph Ricafort. Although hindi napayagan, late substitution na yun kanina. They will still get that point of that service error.
Jules Amonte still has not played. So nandiyan din si Jules. Of course, si Jovi Ado has been out injured. Same with back to the game here. Still a rally. And Jazz Nabor, sneak attack. Great timing. I was going to mention Mayan Mendes, who's also sitting out. So let's take a look one more time at this play by Jazz Nabor. Must feel good. Three-point lead for Chery. Just these service errors, medyo napapahaba ang mga serve ng Chery Tiggo.
They do want to score in sa first point of attack dyan sa service line, but sometimes they overestimate yung power, miscalculate the power in their hits. Just a 2-point ball game. I guess we will be seeing a tighter set here in the third.
This is what we were actually geared up for anyway, Neil. That's a good good stop there by Nierva, and that one outside again. And alam mo yung intention na to always go deep. Talaga they want to go baseline. Puro zone 6 talagang gusto nila, pero
Chery Tiggo has given up 3 points in the last few rallies. Kaya dumikit na itong high-speed hitters.
and that's a good stop there. Good reception by Ea Laure. That one from her sister, EJ, who is already in double digits today. 10 points for EJ Laure.
I guess that's what makes them unique as individuals here for Chery Tiggo. Itong si EJ Laure, magaling talaga dun sa wrist action. Basta target siya ng dulo-dulo or manipis sharp cross-court eh. On the other hand, Ea Laure really uses her power.
Iba yung tunog ng mga palo nila eh. Pero yung mga angulo talaga ni EJ, ang hirap. Meantime, Ea also is known to be a monster defender. She's so good in the back row, but she has been challenged here. That one was not kept in play.
Once upon a time, itong sila All-Filipino, they dominated the commercial leagues with the Army Lady Troopers. Ang lakas talaga ng Philippine Army, but eventually the individuals found their way to other club teams. And I guess everybody's still flourishing.
Nice to see them still in action, just in different uniforms. EJ, oh, that was into the net. That's a forced error. So a lot of errors that we're seeing on the side of Chery Tiggo. Mapa service, some of errors on the attack. And they are contributing to the scoring of PLDT here. Not that the high-speed hitters need any help. Ceballos there with a serve and a lucky break for Chery Tiggo.
Both teams actually slowing down here in set number 3 compared to the first 2 sets. Mas nakita natin yung polished attacking ng Chery Tiggo and PLDT, but now they have been exchanging errors.
Let's see what T-Mac does. Erica Santos blocked. One more time for Erica, and she gives a ding. Look at Duremdes with that save. Ceballos with the dig. Erica Santos, third time's a charm.
Sigh of relief there.
Yeah.
Well, akala niya kasi patay na eh. But Duremdes with that wonderful pancake save, keeping that ball alive.
You know, they should capitalize on the Erica Santos swag that I'm sure she has now after that stellar performance in the last game. And after now that she is on top of the spiking category. Oh, she is effective as a blocker. Also, pumasok ba?
It's outside. Sabi rin ni Erica Santos, no need to challenge that call. Let's just give it to them. It was a good attempt anyway.
This is a much closer third set. Palitan lang sila ng puntos. Again, for those of you just joining us now, we are looking to settle who will be at solo second spot behind the undefeated cream line. After today's game, we will find out. Because both these teams have a 5-1 record. And Chery Tiggo, rather Choco Mucho has the same also. Davison going up. Oh, that one is too steep, malalim.
That's a power hit that we missed, especially in set number 2, as she was the target of the heavy serves of the crossovers. Now the lead will swing back to the side of the high-speed hitters. 1-point lead.
Good serve. Broken play here. Nerva sending it over. Davison going up again. This time blocked by Mylene Paat. And she's liking that. Paat getting her first point on the block. All alone there. Not needing the help of Sakarandang. That's a perfect pass there. And Davison just takes it slow. Karandang doing her job. Laure, dug. Like Kat Arado. Palomata, nahahabol siya ngayon. Wow, good up. There's Palomata. That's the play that PLDT has not used in a while. But there is a violation, yeah.
Violation. Kinuha kasi sa ilalim eh. So it was like a slam dunk in basketball terms.
Oh, right. Mahirap ka, Del, dahil 6'2 siya. Maraming ang bola na ganon, na medyo mababa for her standards. Chery Tiggo's up just by a point this time. We are at our first technical timeout. Back for more after the break. So these two girls, Laure and Savvy Davison, have been on our radar. We, at the top of our coverage, said we were going to check on their head-to-head
Di naman ganun na nalalayo in terms of attack points. 11 for Savannah Davison. With 8 points, but the edge of Savannah would be the blocking because she has already registered 2 kill blocks as a left wing spiker.
Savannah Davison already in double digits.
Serving is Zach Calenda.
She's the only one in double digits so far. On the other hand, it is EJ Laure who has been racking up the points today for Chery. She already has 11. Oh, nice try there by Chery Tiggo.
I think that's 3 block points for Savannah Davison.
So nakikita natin dito talagang mas mahigpit na ngayon ang laban. Mas pantay na ang kanilang performance. I guess they used the first and second sets respectively to see how they are going to have to match up to each other. Chery and PLDT. Nakilatis na nila isa't isa, no?
Both teams already know the weaknesses of each other, yung mga loopholes. So it's about controlling the things that you can control at this point.
I think it's also the self-awareness. Alam na rin nila yung kanilang sariling mga weaknesses at pinupunuan na nila. Less gaping holes in the middle of the court of Chery. Oh, the joust there. Won by Ea. Ceballos is dug by EJ. And that power tip. You don't allow Pauline Gaston a free time there to tip the ball in because she's got that mastered.
It was a really soft touch from Del Palomata na hinayang
Oh.
coaching staff ng PLDT kasi that was a chance for them to put that ball away. But Pauline Gaston getting that stronger power hit in, adding to this lead of Chery Tiggo.
Oh, and a rare error there by Savannah Davison on the attack from the fight. Just maybe it was too soft. She was trying to slow things down. Pero she needed to give it a little more power to get it past the net. Ceballos going up, cross court. Good dig by Durendes, and look at Pauline Gaston.
Getting lucky, I guess.
Oh, napaka-unconventional kuminsan itong mga pagpuntos ni Pauline Gaston. But of course, whatever works, and that's a 4-point lead now for Chery Tiggo. We have a timeout.
Na-expect natin na yung mga biglaan. Doon pa medyo nagkababalik. Kaya lang, yun lang. Recover agad tayo mabilis. Kahit yung mga stress-stress, hindi bibitawan masyado dahil parang muna sa block.
Paghirapan pa natin. Paghirapan pa.
Pero lumayo, lumalayo sila.
Kaya na, kaya.
Let's go,
go on the pod. Let's go, let's go.
Cut na agad, cut na.
Reality, together.
And we could hear Savvy Davison reminding her teammates it's just a 4-point lead for Chery. And they should easily be able to make it up. You wonder why parang napakakalmado nitong HSH Spikers. I guess nakukuha din nila yung vibe ng kanilang coach. Who rarely raises his voice. He's rarely in panic mode.
But now you can see the change in the place of the high-speed hitters. Kanina, puro A-quick at D-quick. At laging may double block na nasa harap si Del Palomata. So I guess that was the right move to make. Yung mapaikot mo siya sa slide attack and leave your left wing open.
Ea Laure open there. She knows what to do with those wide open sets. Just one hand against her. Oh, no, she has a double block pero marunong talaga siya umiwas. Deep and cross court. Victor Reyes. Good defense there. By Chery. Ceballos will try. Let's see where Nabor goes.
Oh!
So fast. That really happened fast. I think it's just the transition here that's working for Chery Tiggo.
I love that fake attack to a set. Galing dito kay Josh Nabor. So much control in that toss. Parang hindi siya converted setter eh. Saktong-sakto yung shoot set. Papunta sa left side. Don't look now. Chery Tiggo up by 5.
5 points. And really the composure of Chery, no? Hindi sila nayayanig. And ngayon, sumaservice ace na rin. Ea Laure. Nagsusunod-sunod ng puntos ni Ea. This is a huge lead for Chery Tiggo. PLDT has to figure out what they need to do here to arrest this mini run. That's a good serve. Royce Tubino going deep to Ea Laure. And this time, she scores. I guess that's also a strategy. Balik po dun sa nagsaserve.
Right through the seam of Gaston and Nabor. Now or never for the high-speed hitters. You're still down by 5 points.
Was on check there by Tubino this time. A joust won by Mika Reyes. EJ going up. Good save. Look at Kat Arado doing her job.
Erica Santos really is the silent operator for this PLDT squad. He has scored so much, pero feeling mo nasa background lang siya eh. But when you take a look at the stat sheet, magugulat ka.
Talaga.
Ang dami na pala. Almost in double digits. I think that was her 9th point.
9 for Erica Santos. 8 for Palomata also. So many of them on the scoreboard. Credit to Rhea de Maculangan. As we know, she really knows how to use all of her options. But Pauline Gaston is enjoying this game to the hilt, and she has had a series of good games. She also played very well that last game against Next Led, where she was also in double digits.
She's one of the players na marami na ding pinagdaanan na possessions except for the setter's role. And we asked her in one of our fans kung ano yung pinaka-na-enjoy niya. Middle daw talaga. She was originally a middle in high school, but she was converted to a left wing, pwede rin siyang right wing. At one point, naglibero siya. So, I asked her, what's your favorite? Middle daw talaga. Because that's the challenge as an athlete eh. Parang in the pros, I feel like middle blocker is probably the second hardest next to the setter na position because ang dami niya ring iniisip. Ang dami niyang kailangan puntahan.
And you know, she's not, I would say she isn't a natural middle blocker because she isn't the tallest of players. We're talking about Pauline. But she has such a nose for the ball. As Erica Santos again scores off the block. That's 3 in a row for Erica Santos. And now she has 11. And you were saying, this girl, just talagang bubulatin ka na lang.
As long as dumidikit yung bola sa net, Erica Santos loves hitting the left hand of the outside hitter of Chery Tiggo. Kaya ang taas ng chance na lumabas eh at tumama sa antena.
Sakarandang. Oh, that one was a little miscalculated. Too wide. And PLDT with a run there, causing a reason for Chery Tiggo to call for time.
Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi nga nakataas lang. Pag nabablock mo, ang forma ng kaliwang braso mo, kung ganyan lang, ayaw mo ipasok para doon sa kabila. Pinapatiyan lang kayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, dukot. Okay, naipasa naman tayo, kaya lang nakasisip tayo parehas dito. Jasmine, yung receive natin, para dito lang tayo nakadesignate eh. Hindi ng bola dito, back row. Back row, dalawa. Pag maganda pa sa sarina, pag mo sa kabila.
Apo.
Yan, yung mahaba medyo na problema.
Let's go.
DJ,
Ready lahat na ready. Gote!
kami apat na squad yan, habang sa'yo.
Ready lahat.
Ang lima ka. Go, ready?
All airspace.
So many options for Jas Nabor, as we heard there in that last huddle. And I think that is really the ace of Chery Tiggo.
Censoring Volleyball.
Let's see which one Nabor goes for. Davidson was on to Sakarandang that time.
Block number 4 for Davison. Siguro ang inisip na kanina pa to. Umapatay sa slide attack eh. Let's get one block in.
The timing of her block, no? Talagang impeccable timing. Oh, not on my watch, said Davison. Is that called outside? Oh no, they're gonna challenge it.
Yeah, there will be a
Coach Ralph
challenge.
is not convinced.
Challenge by PLDT in the last play for ball.
If that ball goes inside, that can be the game changer here in set number 3. Ganda eh, patay na patay yung serve ni Tubino. No spin. It would have been a difficult ball to get.
Pero kung ituloy yung running, kung kanagay sa ground, para sila makasasama.
This is really a scary time for Chery because all of a sudden nabuhayan ang PLDT at nagsunod-sunod. Listen more to Coach Ralph.
Antayin nyo lang, hindi naman makasasama. Pagpilit yan sa
Oh, wow.
Yes, that is
wow.
that is inside.
That was a good challenge. And Coach Ralph knew it. He's happy about that one. And as you said, that's a crucial point for PLDT.
We're tied at 21.
Ang gandang habol ng PLDT. Chery Tiggo has to figure out a way to stop this streak that PLDT has been able to accomplish. Joust won by Mika Reyes. Nabor will send it over. Oh!
Crucial miscue there.
Yeah. And just Nabor read by Kat Arado. This time, EJ Laure blocked. Nabor to Sakarandang. Davison still on to her. Erica Santos! Come on! Erica Santos just full of surprises. And look at Coach Ralph and the PLDT fans just appreciating the smarts of the #1 attacker of the league so far, Erica Santos.
Nagkabanggaan na sila ni Kat Arado, but she's found her way up. Found herself in a position to score off that drop ball.
I mean, the presence of mind, right, Neil? Parang ang nagkagulo na nga talaga sila doon. And she just still knew what to do and she was able to arrest that dink. And also a lot of saves from Kat Arado earlier. Paat with a stop. Let's see. That one gets past Fiola Ceballos. A lot of power behind that attack.
Signature Ea Laure. Fresh off college, parang ganun pa rin yung feeling talaga. And the angle, she knew where to go.
And she really delivers when she needs to. And now, ball back to Chery Tiggo. We're tied at 22. All tied up with 1 game apiece. But that service error gives PLDT a slight edge. A very crucial time here. Again, sometimes the service errors, you can forgive them, but there is such a thing as right timing or the wrong timing for a service error. More like.
Tapos lagi sasabihin ng coaches, it's really the errors at the end na matatandaan. Even if you play so well, but
Even
if
if
you make a
flawless.
mistake at the end, yun yung matatandaan ng player.
Totoo ka dyan. And this is also where we test the ability of these teams to play the end game. To see how they are towards the end. The composure. It's a very tight third set here. Eileen Paat comes through and gets it through the two-man block.
What's good about this situation for Chery Tiggo is that they've been here before. In the last game pa lang. Parang in all of the sets, Nextled challenged them, and at some point Nextled had a lot of set points.
Yeah.
But they overcame that, and ang importante ngayon, balikan nila how they performed.
Davison stopping the ball and getting the set. And she gets another chance. The Remdes was where she needed to be. Laures blocked, but that is outside. And Ea with her game face on.
With a dagger of a stare after that hit.
She just too strong off the block of Erica Santos. She knows it. Again, clutch. Ea Laure. Let's see if Erica Santos can keep the playing, and she also gives that stare. May angas si Erica Santos today.
Now the crowd is feeling it. We're feeling all the emotions on the floor right now. Erica Santos
Oh, look at that.
versus Ea Laure.
Oh, crowd loving it. And now we're at 24 apiece. Ea goes again, and she gets it past Gat Arado. And the crowd loving it. You know, this has been a lucky crowd because we had good set of games today. Good time, good way to spend your Saturday with your family. Whether you're here at the Phil Sports or at home enjoying this action. Set point na naman para sa Chery Tiggo. First time action for Ces Robles. Dimac going to Del Palomata. And she saves the day. We're tied at 25.
That was such a risky move on the side of Rhea de Maculangan. But I guess they just banked on the height of Del Palomata. Double block again was there. Hindi gumalaw yung mga blockers, but they still got that point. Now we're at 25 all, another deuce point.
And a soft one. Good read there by Royce. Ea goes one more time. Medyo nanggigil si Ea Laure that time. That was too wide.
Coach Kufu will pull out that challenge card. Might as well.
If only to be able to talk to his girls and maybe to ice the server of PLDT. Let's see if we can hear his instructions.
Okay? O yun lang ang kailangan natin. Malayo sa back touch. Ay kung tumama, di mas maganda. Di ba? So ang importante, makaset tayo ng play. Ang pasa lang ulit, pasa naman tayo. Tapos yung second chance ball, huwag natin titigilan, okay? Sige, okay na tayo. Dalawa pa rin spike, di ba?
There's no block there. And I think he really just wanted the opportunity also to talk to his team and just burn that challenge.
It was such an acute action. The way that Del Palomata would have had a hand on that ball. Again, being the clutch player as she is, you can bet that Dastamor can still send that ball to Ea Laure in this next rally. But she still has other options in Pauline Gaston and Mylene Paat.
Oh, they don't even need to exercise any options because Davison commits an error at a crucial time.
Crucial error there. Now Mylene Paat will march back into that back line. Two attackers now for Chery Tiggo. Two attackers also dito sa side ng High Speed Hitters.
And Palomata, that you were talking about the risk of going up against a two-man block of Chery Tiggo, and I think Rhea de Maculangan probably realizes that now.
Again, as I said a while ago, mas maganda kung merong mga slide attacks from Del Palomata. Kaya talaga niyang umibabaw dun sa blockers niya. And at least you get the chance na merong madedelay. If you're going to keep on giving an A quick or B quick attack, even if they're at that shorter end of that stick, kaya pa rin nila makuha yung timing to get a soft touch.
And pinag-uusapan na natin yung acute ball sense din itong si Pauline Gaston. She really naaamoy niya talaga kung saan. She has such a nose for the ball, and they were ready for that one. They missed it the first time around, Del Palomata, when she went up for the quick. But this time, the blockers of Chery Tiggo just did not allow her ball in. And we have this net default challenge, which is probably, again, a chance for Coach Shroud to just talk to the girls, allow them to talk to each other.
It was
The
no
ball,
touch. It was the
the
ball.
ball that allowed that net to quiver. I think that's one thing. I'm sure praktisado yan. That's something that you train for, how to go up for the block shot, touching the net. And you can see na iniwasan talaga.
And lalo na pag mas matangkad, pag mas matangkad yung attacker rather, iintayin mo silang mauna tumalon before you go for your own jump.
And it's a service ace to win that second set. Mylene Paat gets it for her team. The team captain comes through. You know, if there is an award for the most number of extended sets, Chery Tiggo will win it. But then they are able to come through. 28-26 is how that last game went. And we'll discuss more about that set after the break.
Jump. Go. Jump.
What an exciting third set that was. And the scores will bear us out. 28-26, another extension. Took 35 minutes for these two teams to settle the score. It could have been anybody's win towards the latter part of that third set. But Chery Tiggo prevailed, care of that last killer of an attack by Mylene Paat. But it was everybody's effort.
Yeah, we were pointing out the errors and the timing of the errors.
Yeah.
For PLDT, they had that reception error at the very end, which is a big no-no, and a service error as well. And again, adjustments have to be made, especially when you run your point of attack. Hindi mapapasabay yung mga middles ng Chery Tiggo. They have had a lot of good touches. Hindi man ganoon kadami yung kill blocks, pero nakokontrol nila yung bola pabalik sa kanilang side. And they still had the upper hand in the attacking department, 17-13. And from getting 0 blocks in the first 2 sets, Chery Tiggo finally registering 3 points.
Yeah.
But they did give away 10 unforced errors to PLDT. Buti na lang, meron din yung PLDT dun sa dulo.
Oh, that's right. Oh, those errors. Yeah, that's pretty glaring for Chery Tiggo. Errors in double digits. Imagine yung 10 puntos nung PLDT galing sa kanila. So, there are a lot that they can clean up. Actually, with everything else that they're doing right, I mean, it should be easier fourth set for them if they're able to just minimize the errors. But PLDT, what we saw in this last set, nakita din natin yung ambag nitong si Erica Santos na talagang eto na naman, nag-ingay na naman in that last set, in the third set. And she is already in double digits, I believe. Erica Santos already with 13 points. Davison also with 13. But, you know, somebody as seasoned as Davison, she is the 5th best server in the league. She still commits these errors at crucial times. You talked about that one, Neil. And so, you just have to really be careful about making sure you play cleanly and serve safely. Davison taking it slow. Broken play, EJ Laure blocked by Davison. Nerva will put it up for Mylene Paat. That was a little tough, but we had a And
There
play
was
is stop.
an antenna touch. We are just clarifying. Sabi ni Coach Kung Fu, one of the linesmen actually waved the flag already. Pag winave nila yung flag, ibig sabihin, the ball hit the antenna after hitting the hands of the blockers. But they do have to confirm because there was a lull time in between. Hindi naman nagtaas ng challenge si Coach Kung Fu, but he was adamant in that last rally.
So play should have been stopped at that point.
So it hit the antenna first before it hit the hands of the blockers. Now, Coach Kung Fu will pull out that challenge card very early.
Wala pa tayong
challenge
score, ah.
on
Wala pa
his
pumupuntos
part.
dito.
Yeah.
And of course, as it goes, we know that each team only has 2 challenges per set, 2 unsuccessful challenges. Of course, you can keep going for as long as you get the challenges right. But it's scary what they're doing now. They're pretty sure that they want to put these challenges up because it might become more important in the latter part of the game. So this is a risk. Back touch daw ang gustong i-check ni Coach Kung Fu.
Yeah, that challenge will be allowed just to answer all of the uncertainties here in set number 4. Kakasimula lang natin, ayaw na pumayag ng mga coaches magbigay ng isang puntos.
Ganun katindi ang labanan.
But yeah, it hit the hands of Savannah Davison first before it hit the antenna. So I guess that should be the right call. The point should go to the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Again, we are contesting the first point of this set. And this is a must-win for PLDT, actually, with Chery Tiggo already taking 2 sets versus their one. Of course, that last one extended once again. Chery Tiggo has been known to do last time out against
The challenge is successful.
Yeah.
the Chameleons.
Point
They
insert.
played long sets, too. So it looks like wagi ang Chery Tiggo
Serving is EJ.
with EJ Laure at the service line. Ace there of the net. EJ Laure.
Good challenge there on the side of Coach Kung Fu. Siyempre, after all of the tight games that they've had, ayaw na ata nila na kabahan ulit here in this game against the High Speed Hitters. So they will try their best to end this in 4 sets.
Good reception there by Arado. And Davison, bantay na bantay. Maylin Paat at Isa Karandang.
It's a tight set to the front line. Pag nanggagaling sa likod yung set, the outside hitters would actually prefer na hindi masyadong malapit so that they can just put it over properly.
Chery giving PLDT a hard time with their first ball now with stronger serves here in the 4th set. And that one is inside and see Maylin Paat medyo napakamot ng ulo.
50-50 eh.
Oh.
Pwedeng kunin, pwedeng hindi. But she was really near that sideline. So there was a chance na lumabas na yun. But it caught the line. Nanghinayang na lang siya doon. But they do have a 2-point lead here in set number 4.
Oh, it's a good up by Mika Reyes, making up for that other one. Nierva naputo rin. Oh, crowd loving the action here. That last sequence pretty intense, ending with a offensive block by Palomata.
PLDT needs to go back to set number 1. Yeah, 7 blocks. That would really be enough for you para magulo yung depensa ng Chery Tiggo. They have been lagging in terms of attacking, which is very ironic because once you take a look at the attackers of PLDT, lahat malalakas naman pumalo at kaya pumuntos eh. But I guess A.L. Laure and Zach Karandang plus Maylin Paat pa just has other plans.
Yeah,
Court serving 2.
Chery Tiggo with the early lead here. Again, for those of you wondering and wanting an update about Amy Hernandez, who went down the last game that they Chery Tiggo played against the next leg, Chameleons, hindi pa po tiyak kung ano ang nangyari kay Aimee. She did have her MRI. We are waiting for the results, and we will be getting the announcement from their management in due time. But she is not playing today. She is not suited up, and we are hoping for the best for Aimee Hernandez.
Oh. Nobody there for the combination play.
Oh, wow! You know, if you're Davison, you're probably intimidated by now or a little bit, siguro may konting kabaka na rin.
Napapaisip na.
Oo. Kasi talagang nabablanko siya, nasasagot siya.
Oh.
Ewan ko kung masakit lang
Mainit-init pa.
talaga or... One more time for Davison. Also, I think Mac here recognizing the need to keep allowing Davison to make up for her mistakes. Let's listen in on Alexis Tinsay with her report.
Cheeky and Neil, we all know that the tension has been rising since the extension of the last set. On the side of the high-speed hitter, Savvy Davison went frantic to her teammates about how painful that last point was. Rhea Dimac, Roy Subino, Kat Arada, and Savvy were all apologizing to each other and comforting one another to regroup for the next set as they are preparing for a long game ahead. Kung saan tiyaga at solid blocking ang kakailanganin. On Chery's side, Coach Kung Fu is relying on aggressive and efficient zone targeting to close out this game. Let's relive this well-matched game in Filipinas Live app for 149 pesos. Back to the panel.
Well, we are all prepped for a long game, but if you are a Chery Tiggo fan, you don't want that long game anymore. They've had enough of that. Want to finish it in 4, but PLDT, I think, has other plans, Neil.
And tuloy-tuloy yung mga games then here in the PVL here in the first round. So you try your best to win the games as fast as possible so that your body can recover. Oh, Jasmine Nabor.
Again, the setter attacker, Jazz Nabor. And we haven't seen that. We saw a little bit of it in the first set. I think she did score. She did go up for an attack. And she knows how to do it just like the rest of the open hitters.
Parang miss niya na rin talaga maging opposite eh.
Ang sarap na may ganun na setter actually. Pero mas swerte din si PLDT with D-Mac, who is also one of the tallest, if not the tallest, setter in the league.
What a serve by Aya Laure.
Oh, yeah.
Confusion on 3 receivers there for PLDT. Magkakadikit kasi si Savannah Davison, Kat Arado, and Erica Santos. So sometimes, when you're too close to each other, you kind of guess kung sino yung kukuha ng first pass eh. But Roy Subino had been waiting for a set in the past few rallies, getting that much needed point for Coach Raul.
Well, we love that reaction from Aya Laura there. I think both teams, particularly Chery Tiggo, enjoying the way things are going more, and it translates to a better performance for them altogether. When they have fun on the court, when they're loosened up, maganda pinapakita ng Chery Tiggo. Nabor pushing it out to EJ! Talagang iniwasan ni Royce yun. Kung hindi, sakto sa mukha niya yun. And I think she, there's Aya, making sure Royce Sabino's okay. And that was huge. Kitang-kita natin sa angle.
Sakto, yeah. That was the direction the ball was going to.
Yan ang how to avoid a facial 101. Ganun po yun.
That's why if you have an outside hitter na mahilig pumunta sa sharp cross court, coaches or teammates would instruct the middle blocker to drop the left hand. Kasi pag i-drop mo yung left hand, yun yung hand na pwedeng makadeflect dun sa bola from the outside.
Kahit pa paano, mapigilan lang o mapabagal. Now talk about a drop. Nika Reyes was doing all kinds of drops earlier today in the first set, and she needs to come up with more points if they want to keep playing a 5th set. Nika Reyes with 8 points already. Somebody's at the net here.
Violation will be called on Royce Tubino. Now, substitution will be made by Coach Raldrick Fort. Fiola Ceballos will replace Royce Tugino. Sometimes okay din na paupuin ng saglit yung mga starters so that they can actually check kung ano yung dapat nilang ginagalaw sa floor.
And really now, they can actually look at the movement on the other side na maaralan nila para alam din nila kung ano yung katapat. So you don't have that luxury when you're on the court. And maybe a chance for Royce to wipe off her eye because that was a mean hit from EJ Laure.
Close contact din eh. Nakasugod siya eh. So, pagkapalo ni EJ Laure, diretso sa kanya.
Sumapol.
Savannah Davison. Had enough.
Yeah, bumabawi.
Pitch of the attacks of the High Speed Hitters. 5th block point for Savannah Davison. Wow.
The way she got in the way of that ball, parang 3-man block eh. Pero mag-isa lang talaga siya. Sakto-eksakto. This time, Sakarandang says, you can put 2 blockers on me and I'm gonna get past them.
A swipe this time from Sakarandang, hitting the right hand of Erica Santos.
And good. EJ Laure, both the Laures are having a heck of a game today. It must be fun to be watching these games, the Chery Tiggo's games from the Laure household.
Yeah.
Dahil talagang I'm sure the pride in these girls and the entire family and all of their fans is really enjoying it. Dala pa nila yung fans from the UST days. And this girl's got a lot of fans too. Mika Reyes, the stars of the LSU. And all of the effort there coming from Chery Tiggo, not enough.
We're still looking for the blocking pattern of the High Speed Hitters. Just by looking at the way they're defending right now, it just means na sobrang effective ng setting style ni Jazz Nabor, getting the single blocks in. And kung mapapansin natin, Chiki, walang masyadong be quick para mas maraming magawa.
Chery Tiggo at 13 points first in our technical battle.
Live from the Phil Sports Arena here in Pasig City, we are on the last game, the last nerve-wracking match of our triple header. And with that, if you're familiar to the Taylor Swift album, Mika Reyes debuts her new hair color, which is burning red, dominantly catching the vibe of the High Speed Hitters. Let's join her as she gets a new look. What do you think, Chiki and Neil?
Ganda. Bagay, actually. Hindi lang natin masyado nakikita ngayon, tinali kasi ni Mika. But I think the fans also liking it. What do you think, Neil?
Bagay.
Pwede,
I
no?
love the new hair.
Yeah, looks good. And changes, welcome anytime, no? And yun naman ang mga kulay nila. By the way, the first ever NBA in-season tournament is here. Watch all 30 teams battle it out for the NBA Cup from November 4 to December 9, only on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live. Hashtag NBA on Signal. Hashtag always a fan. Sino bang napupusuan mo? Who is Neil's favorite NBA team?
LA Lakers.
I think that is a well-known fact. Marami, hindi ka naman nag-iisa dyan. All right, back to the game here. And we are still in our fourth set. A must-win set for PLDT, and they are down by 2. Make it 3 after that killer from Mylene Paat.
Mean hit from the middle. Right now, mas marami lang nagiging variations ang Chery Tiggo in their transition plays compared to the high-speed hitters.
Naabutan si Del Palomata talaga ngayon. Oh, look at that! Just the 4! Definitely for the highlights there. Just going for it on the second ball. Just the 4. Really contributing to the scoring here for Chery Tiggo. That's her 3rd already today.
And mahilig itong si Jasnabor. Sa endgame niya gagawin niya. Pag last one, pag lose point, he will go to that one to play without any hesitation.
Saka hindi yung mga lagay-lagay, no? Talagang pampaluin niya eh.
At the service zone,
Ball back to PLDT. Still down by 3. Davison. And she has been shaky at the service line at best today.
16 serving 12.
Remember, in the 3rd set, very crucial service error coming from Savvy. Good floater, but that one's also sails out just a little bit. And lucky for PLDT, nagpalitan lang sila ng serve errors.
Chery Tiggo is almost there. They just need 9 points to grab a solo lead here in the preliminaries. In their last conference, diba, everybody was excited na pumasok sila sa Final 4. But that didn't happen.
Oh,
Short. A free point again will be going to the crossovers of that net violation galing kay Viola Ceballos.
yeah, that was definitely not necessary. She was just getting red, bumubuelo lang. Dinemo ni Coach Kung Fu, nakita niyo, bumubuelo lang siya tumalon. Natamaan pa niya yung bola. And the play was nowhere near Viola, so that's really a free point. Such a break for Chery here. Mika Reyes trying to just get the ball right back, and she does.
That's more like it.
The red hair.
And single block. Ganun talaga pag slide attack, mapapaisip yung middle. If she's going to go left or if she's going to go right. Sometimes isusugal nila na mag-iwan talaga ng isang spiker with a single blocker. Sometimes that is intentional depending sa system nung defense pattern nila.
Oh, good cover. Viola Ceballos making up for her error there. Nabor sends it back. Dimac, quick. Mika Reyes was checked that time. Ceballos goes one more time, and that is inside. She just really went for that ball, and you knew she wanted to go deep.
It's nice to see Viola Ceballos fully recovered also from that injury. Kasi siya naman talaga rin yung starter before she got injured. Always a power hitter, never nawala yon. Now, she's helping the high-speed hitters.
Well, they are definitely still well in it. Sakarandang check this time by Viola. Eric Santos. Oh, look at Viola Ceballos. That's 2 in a row. And this girl waited also till the latter part of the game to make her presence felt.
This game is far from over, says the high-speed hitters.
And the pace has definitely picked up in this 4th set as we get closer and closer to 25. And Dimac hits her serve into the net. And now the errors we're seeing on the side of PLDT.
At the service zone, Jasmine Nabor.
That's a good first ball. Ceballos goes up again. Beremdes easily with a dig. Paat! Stopped by Davison. Ceballos keeps it in play. Look at Erica Santos. That was a hard one, actually. And Erica Santos acknowledging that is tough.
Serving 60.
Underneath the ball.
That's a point for Chery Tiggo. Chery getting there, but they know they cannot let their guard down. 17 excellent sets already for Jazz Nabor. Good read by EJ Laure there. Also by Kat Arado. Ceballos again! Ball still good. Good heads-up play by PLDT. Davison could not contain that one coming from EJ Laure. And she wants to go home, and so do these girls. Or they want to do some other thing, like dance.
After a very slow start in set number 1, they came back with a vengeance. Chery Tiggo in position to win this game. And itong PLDT, they've arrived at that point of no return. Now, if you don't make your move now, you can say goodbye to this game. But Davison is back in the front row. That can be a good sign for Real de Maculangan dahil meron siyang dagdag na options in terms of attacking.
Yeah, if you go back to set 3, this is around the time PLDT suddenly made their move. But this time, Chery Tiggo insists on getting the ball right back. They know that if they give PLDT an inch, they're not going to waste it. That's Robles coming in again at the serve in place of EJ Laure. 21 serving 17. Chery Tiggo already with a 2-1 lead in sets. Whoever wins this game will be in solo second. 6-1 record. Mika Reyes not done yet. Sporete getting ready to commit. These are specialist, defensive specialist. Let's see if she can makakapag-contribute si Mitch dito.
Let's see if Davison and Palomanga can actually bounce back, because in the last set, they both had their own errors in the end game. But now is the time to actually get it back for your team.
That's a good block. Chance here for PLDT to go again. Erica Santos, dug by Nierva. Big smile. And El Laure does not waste that effort by Jen Nierva. And she is enjoying this moment, and so are her fans. She can feel it. You can almost, they can feel it. This is a 4-point deficit at a tail end, the tail end here of this fourth set.
The end game is always the longest. It feels like the longest part. Only need a couple of points more. Pero lumalaban talaga yung PLDT.
Davison is blocked solid by Paat again. Those magic hands, they have got Davison all figured out.
Pat has Davison's number.
Chery Tiggo looking for 2 points, and PLDT wants to avert this first loss in 5 games. Let's see if they can manage. 1 point at a time, says PLDT.
That's the type of hit that we want to see him play, Del Palomanga. Because she has the highest reach probably on the floor right now. So kahit paluin niya ng paluin, basta nasa ibabaw siya, it can really score a lot of points for the high-speed hitters.
And Mylene Paat just with that cut shot when she needs it. We know that Mylene Paat came through and won that third set for her team. The captain is hot to trot when she gets a chance here.
The first step will always be crucial for middles, because that will determine your lateral movement at kung paano ka makakahabol.
Oh, almost an ace there. But this is a free ball, a chance here for Chery Tiggo to end it. And Nabor got a little excited.
That is a check ball.
Oh, it is a check ball. It is a check ball. That means it is a win for Chery Tiggo, 25-19, and that was a rather strange fourth set. But Chery Tiggo now in solo second.
And as we said earlier, Jasnobor loves going to these 1-2 plays, lalo na sa dulo. Kumbaga siya yung nagiging finisher for the crossovers. That's win number 6 for Chery Tiggo, and the High Speed Hitters will now slide to a 5-2 win-loss record here in the preliminary round.
Oh, wow. That really just a strange series of events here, getting Chery Tiggo all of a sudden winning that fourth set with a big lead. And PLDT suffering a loss after quite a long time. But, you know, they are definitely not out of it. We are still looking for the top 4 teams to make their way in. Mahaba pa ang ating conference. Relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. We will take a quick break and wrap up this match in just a bit.
Jump.
25-19 in 26 minutes. Chery Tiggo was able to put the nail on the coffin, win that 4-set match, getting themselves in solo second. Pretty impressive, the streaking of Chery Tiggo and how really they were able to use all of their strengths, particularly the antics of Jasnobor in that last set.
17 excellent sets, but we know that she controlled yung offense ng Chery Tiggo, confusing the blockers of PLDT a lot. Lalo na dun sa mga 1-2 plays niya, a lot of opportunities for Jasnobor to score as well. So aside from the excellent sets, yung mga scoring contributions niya, yan din yung reason that's why we picked her as our player of the day.
She has been getting used to this title. This is her second in a row. Unfortunately, we don't hear from her because it's late in the game, but Jasnobor has really been impressing the panelists. Kayo ha, talagang you're loving what Jasnobor has been able to show for her team.
57 attacks for Chery Tiggo was enough to overcome the deficit in the blocking department. Unforced errors, both teams had a lot in that category. But in the end, Chery Tiggo capitalized on the untimely errors given to them by the High Speed Hitters.
And these numbers, really, the numbers sometimes betray the action and the fun that we have, because it looks like a lopsided fourth set. But if you look at the entirety of this match, it was really also a good showing for PLDT. And no wonder it was so tight in the end, and it took them all of this time to finally give up a game here. And we are done tonight, but we certainly have a lot more to go in this second All-Filipino conference. On Tuesday, we've got a triple header once again. Farm Fresh going up against Turf Floor for our opener. And then Akari will play again, a second game in a row after a 2-week rest, I believe. Next leg is up against Akari, the sister teams going at it. And finally, this is a game that many have been waiting for. F2 Logistics Cargo Movers going up against what seems to be their rival, Creamline. Cool Smashers, that's at 6 p.m. on Tuesday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. On behalf of Neil Flores, Alexis Inside, this has been Chiki Puno. We're so glad you joined us all day today. And please stay here at Filipinas Live, One Sports Plus for more of the second invitational conference of your heart of volleyball, the PVL. Bye-bye.